I am not a man of words, but I respect the power of words, for that is what transformed me, the words of the Sith code.
Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Through strength, I gain victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. The Force shall set me free.
I understood them, and they changed me. For what was I before I heard those words? Nothing. Just another minor on Patros. Just a target for my father's rage. My name was Dessel. But because my father regarded me as the bane of his existence, he called me Bane. I was 18 years of age when he last unleashed himself on me. I would take every single beating from him without a single word. Only after he passed out in a drunken stupor did I have the strength to wish him dead. But oh, how I wished so strongly. And then I passed out myself. I awoke to find my wish had come true. The authorities ruled it a natural death. But I knew better. I didn't realize at the time that my wish had been granted by the power of the dark side, by way of the darkness within me. For then I did not know of the dark side, and barely knew of the Force. I did not have that knowledge. I did not have those words. But I did have the power. At my local cantina, I would hear all sorts of stories from spacers about the Jedi and the Sith who are declaring war across the galaxy. I heard plenty of wild tales of Jedi performing extraordinary feats through the mystical power of the Force. I figured they were legend and myth, or at least exaggerations. But I wasn't convinced that the Sith were monsters. Bad things happen on both sides during any war. Finally, when I was 23 years old, I left Patros and I joined the Brotherhood of Darkness. I started off as a Sith trooper with the Gloomwalkers unit. I first saw action on Kashyyyk and was promoted to sergeant after we had conquered the planet. On Kashyyyk and later on Trandoshia and Phasphira, I became more aware of my special abilities that enabled me to survive against apparently impossible odds. But I did not know the source of these abilities. After a year of service, my talents came to the attention of the leaders of the Brotherhood of Darkness, and I was transferred to the Sith Academy on Korriban to learn the ways of the Sith. It was there that I first learned that the Sith, like the Jedi, also drew their power from the Force, and that it was this power that has sustained me through so many of my battles. Many students took new names for themselves on Korriban, leaving their old lives behind. I took what had once made me weak and used it to make myself strong. I took the name Bane. At the Sith Academy, I learned the code of the Sith. Others may have spoken the words with conviction, but I found meaning in them that others could not even imagine. At times, I believed the words were meant for me alone. Eventually, my belief would prove valid. When I wasn't learning from the masters and training with weapons, I would be reading all sorts of scrolls and tomes in the Sith archives. I spent several hours each day studying these records. I found them fascinating and felt that the ancient knowledge would be the key to unlocking my fullest potential. It was through these ancient teachings and the Holocron of Darth Bane that I came to a greater understanding of the Force than any of my masters could have ever taught me. It helped me to understand how flawed the Brotherhood of Darkness really was. Khan, the founder of the Brotherhood of Darkness, believed that strength lay in numbers. But as our war against the Jedi raged on, my studies led to the conclusion that the Brotherhood, having amassed an army of thousands of Sith, had thinned the power of the dark side. When Khan, hoping to heighten morale and increase solidarity, conferred the title of Dark Lord to all the Sith Masters, I was the only one who protested. These so-called lords could no more be equals than the billions of beings whom the Jedi were unable to protect. Because the title of Dark Lord had been trivialized, I proclaimed myself Darth Bane. I had been told that the Darth title was no longer used because it promoted rivalry among the Sith and gave the Jedi an easier target. But this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to make myself above the other Sith, which I was. I soon realized that the only way for the Sith to evolve was to purge the Brotherhood of Darkness from the galaxy. I was able to do this by giving Lord Khan a detailed description of one of the most fearsome creations of the ancient Sith, the Thought Bomb. A ritual that would unleash the pure destructive energy of the dark side to consume all Force users within a wide radius. In his desperation, Khan would use the Thought Bomb at the Battle of Ruusan, killing all the Sith pretenders and even some of the Jedi. I was the only Sith to survive the Cataclysm event, but not the only Force user. I would find a young girl named Zana on the battlefield, and I would make her my new apprentice. Through years of my teaching and training, I would sharpen Zana into a fierce warrior and into a powerful Sith Lord, one who was worthy to be my heir. I would eventually meet my demise at her hands, but this would guarantee my legacy. The rule of two. The power of the dark side cannot be dispersed among the masses. It must be concentrated in the few who are worthy of the honor of wielding it. The Sith must be ruled by a single leader, the very embodiment and strength and power of the dark side of the Force. If the leader grows weak, another must rise to seize the mantle. To serve this one true Sith Master, there can be only one true apprentice. Two there should be, no more, no less. One to embody the power, and the other to crave it. This is my rule of two.